In this video, I'm going to show you how to download the data that you need to use to do ratio analysis in using CompuStat data. First thing we're going to do is we're going to create a new sheet. You can create a new sheet by clicking this little button right here. The button that looks like a sheet with a little sun on it. I click that. That's going to give me a new sheet. Now, in Glen 106, they've loaded CompuStat onto the computers, and you should be able to go to open up Excel and go to add-ins, and you will see these little buttons here. And what we want to do is we want to find the one that will open up Research Insight, and so we'll click this one. And we'll do Research Assistant, and it will take us to this window. This window is where we pick our companies, and we're going to put in our companies right here. So I'm going to go ahead and say look up the companies. I'm going to look it up by ticker. So I click this button here, display by ticker, and now I can look up the companies by ticker. And we're supposed to get Love or Southwest Airlines. I'm going to hit paste. We also need to get Alaska. I'm going to hit paste. And do this for each airline we need to get. Notice down here it tells me what's actually getting picked up. And I'll go ahead and add AirTran in here too. If you click here, you can type it, look it up by name. Now, it's only looking at active firms here. If I want to look at inactive firms or firms that were in the past, I click here on Research. And that will allow me to look up all inactive firms. And AirTran is an inactive firm. Right here. Go ahead and hit close. Now I see all the airlines copied and pasted in here that I'm going to use for my analysis. Over here, I can put in search restrictions or filters. I can filter it only to be specific industries, SI codes, again, industries. I can do it by valuation. Some market data, maybe firms with a particular price greater than 10, and so on. But we're not going to do that. We just want our airlines that we've already picked. I'm going to go ahead and hit Next. And hit Next again, because we already got the companies that we want. Now we're going to go to Report Assistant. And this is where we're going to build a report. And we want to see our companies by historical analysis. If I click here, I can see companies by time and by each item. If I click the next one, it will do companies and then each item and then showing the time downward. If I click the last one, it shows the time going across for each item and for each company. So I'm going to click the last one and hit continue or next. This is where I pick the items that I want. I want cash. I want receivables. I want inventory. Total current assets. PP&E. Total assets. Current portion that is debt, or the debt portion that is current. Notes payable, accounts payable, total current liabilities, long-term debt, deferred taxes, total liabilities, total preferred stock, common stock, total shareholders' equity. And the number of shares outstanding. I also want some items from the income statement, so I'm going to pick here income/annual. I want sales, cost of sales, EBITDA, depreciation, EBIT, interest expense, pre-tax income, total taxes, net income, and maybe I want some other stuff, such as some market data. Maybe I want to know what the daily or the monthly closing price is. Also want to know beta. And maybe I want some stuff that's with respect to the industry. So I can go over here and hit customize, and I see all these others over here, other groups, item groups that I could pick. And if I go down here, I can pick some stuff with regards to the U.S. economy. Now I want, because we're looking at the airline industry, I want some information with regards to the airline industry. So I'm going to go ahead and hit that one. Click OK. I see it right here, airline industry. I'll click that. And some items that I might want from the airline industry are passenger revenue per available seat mile, the load factor, it's right there. Operating expenses per available seat mile. And passenger revenue per available seat mile. Now maybe I want to know what the definition of one of these things are. Maybe I don't know what this is. So I'm going to hit definition. It tells me what it is. I can hit definition again. And it tells me it's passenger revenue per revenue passenger mile. And basically measures the ticket price, the amount one passenger pays to fly 1 mile. So that gives me the definition there. I hit OK. Shouldn't say ticket price, it's the price per mile. Hit OK. Now I'm going to go next. Now I wanted to do absolute. I want to pick the beginning period of 06, and I want it to go to 2010, and I want it to do annual, and I hit finish. And there, it's imported all that data that I wanted. Now if I want to look at the different airline, I just come up here and I pick the different airline to look at. Now I can look at each airline. Now what I like to do is I like to put each one of these in a separate worksheet. So I'm going to go ahead and copy a worksheet. Hit OK. I'm going to name this as HA for Hawaiian. I'm going to click here and I'm just going to copy and paste values. How did I do that? I selected everything. I copied everything. Then I went to Home. And I went to Paste. I had Paste Values. 1, 2, 3. I just clicked that. Now I'm going to go back to Sheet 1. I'm going to pick a different company this time. Make a copy of it. Rename it. Copy. And then I'm going to just paste values. Whoops. And all the links have been broken. You have to break those values. I'm going to do that for each worksheet. Do the next one. Again. I can also do it this way. I can click here, copy, add a new worksheet, select, and then just paste the values. And rename the worksheet. I rename the worksheet by double-clicking the tab, and that allows me to rename it. To copy, I can also use Control-C to copy. And Control-V to paste. And there we have it. We have each data for each airline from 2006 to 2010.